Every Dasera, we burn Ravana. We cheer, we celebrate. The villain is dead. But what if you've had it wrong your entire life? What if Ravana wasn't a monster, but one of the greatest devotees Lord Vishnu ever had? And what if he didn't just accept his fate? He chose it. Stay with me. This changes everything.
Before Lanka, before the 10 heads, before the Ramayana even began, there were two warriors in the Vaikuntha, abode of Lord Vishnu. Their names were Jaya and Vijay, the most trusted guardians in all of creation. For thousands of years, not one soul entered Vaikuntha without their permission. They lived for one purpose, to serve Lord Vishnu. And they were proud of it. Perhaps a little too proud.
One day, 4 visitors arrived at the gates of Vaikuntha. They looked like children, small, barefoot, simply dressed. Jaya and Vijaya stopped them. Lord Vishnu is resting. You cannot enter. Now, they weren't being evil. They were doing their duty. What they failed to see was that these 4 children were the Sanat Kumaras, ancient sages born from the mind of Lord Brahma himself. The Kumaras replied calmly, "No one can stand between a devotee and his god." But Jaya and Vijaya didn't move. They were following orders, but they had lost their wisdom. And sometimes, that is enough to change everything. The Kumaras cursed them. "Leave this heaven. Be born on earth. Live as mortals." The curse was spoken, and nothing in the universe is more final than that.
Vishnu appeared. Jaya and Vijay fell at his feet. "Please, lift this curse. We cannot bear to leave you." Vishnu looked at them with eyes full of love. "I cannot undo their words, but I give you a choice. 7 lives on earth as my devotees. 7 lives of peace, then you come home. Or 3 lives as my enemy, 3 lives of darkness and war, and I will come to you, personally, each time, to bring you home." Jaya and Vijay looked at each other. 7 lives without seeing Vishnu, or 3 lives where God himself would descend to earth just to find them. "We choose 3 lives as your enemy. We cannot bear 7 lifetimes without your face." This wasn't hatred. This wasn't evil. This was love. The most fearless kind.
The universe exhaled, and they fell. Life 1. Satya Yuga. Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, demons who shook 3 worlds. Vishnu came as Varaha, then as Narsimha. Promise kept. 2 down. Life 2. Treta Yuga. This is where it gets extraordinary. They were born as Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Now forget everything you think you know about Ravana. This man had memorized all 4 Vedas. His music moved Lord Shiva to tears. His devotion was so extreme, he offered his own heads to Lord Brahma 10 times. He was a scholar, a warrior, a poet, a king. And deep inside him, beneath the ego, beneath the power, he was still Vijaya, the faithful guardian of heaven. But that same blindness that stopped him from seeing the Kumaras for who they were, it lived on inside him, until the day he took Sita and lit the fuse of his own destiny. Vishnu came as Rama, crossed an ocean, built a bridge of stones, waged the greatest war the ancient world had ever seen. Not to punish Ravana, but to keep a promise made before time began. When Rama's arrow found Ravana's heart, the rage left his face. His 10 heads bowed, one by one. And in his last breath, Ravana smiled. because he saw his Lord standing before him, just as promised. Life 3. Dvapara Yuga. Born one final time as Shishupala and Dantavakra. Ordinary men, the power almost entirely gone. Krishna ended it quietly. 2 balls of white light rose from the earth and shot home.
Now stop. Look at what just happened. Jaya and Vijay chose to be the villains, so that God himself would have to come to earth 3 times to find them. And every time he came, he didn't just save his guardians. He gave the world its greatest stories. The Ramayana, the tales of Narsimha, the Bhagavad Purana. All of it because 2 devoted warriors made one choice. This story is not about good versus evil. It is about ego, how even the most devoted soul can be blinded by it. It is about love, how real devotion doesn't always look peaceful. Sometimes it burns, sometimes it rages. Sometimes it wears the face of a 10-headed demon king. Here is something most people never know. The next time you walk into a Vishnu temple, look at the entrance. 2 stone warriors, standing guard. That is Jaya and Vijay. After 3 lifetimes of fire, after everything they went through, they are home. And now, every time you see them, you know their whole story.
If this story moved you, share it with someone who burns his effigy every year. They deserve to know the whole story.